Drugs by D.I. Jolly. They crashed through the door, mouths locked together, and with a skilled flick of his leg, it was shut behind them, separating them from the rest of the party. They wasted no time before starting to pull at each other's clothes. As soon as her shirt was off, he slipped a hand into her bra and moved his mouth onto her nipple, and let his other hand slide down into her panties. As soon as his fingers found what they were looking for, she bit down on her bottom lip and let out a soft moan of pleasure. They could feel her knees start to tremble and go weak as he continued to gently suck and rub. So he stepped her backwards and lowered her onto the bed. She wanted to undo her trousers more and give him space to work, but couldn't focus long enough to get it done. With a slight change in technique, he suddenly felt her tighten against his fingers, and her back arched, which he took as his cue. At speed, he moved and pulled her trousers off, then quickly took off the rest of his clothes. Without a single thought towards protection, he put his hands on her lower back and pulled her towards him, gliding into her with ease, and her back arched again. He moved one hand up her back and held her in place, and with the other reached into a drawer next to his bed and pulled out a small baggie full of white powder. A wolfish grin spread across his face as he tapped out a small pile just above her areola. "I've always wanted to do this." And he put his mouth on her nipple and with a deep inhale snorted as much of the cocaine as he could. Dragging his teeth gently as he pulled his head back, the chemicals quickly spread through his system. Every muscle in his body tensed and rippled and made him feel like a god. Every muscle but one, which shriveled at the thought and limply slipped from the girl. For a moment they both looked down at his now flaccid penis, then looked at each other, and in the manliest voice he could muster, he said, "I love you." That is how I met your father.